Welcome, dear students. Welcome to the social class. We were discussing the first chapter in sociology, social stratification. In the last class, we have discussed social inequality. Then today, we are going to discuss about social stratification. Social stratification. The human society has continued the practice of classifying people as superior, inferior, and upper, lower, and assigning differential roles and status. Then, what is stratification? The method of dividing people into different strata and assigning them different role and status in the society is called social stratification. This stratification has some features. Let's discuss the features of social stratification. There are 4 features. Social stratification is social in nature. Stratification is universal. It is ancient and it exists in different ways. Social stratification is social in nature. The stratification is based on the social recognition and importance, but not on any physical traits. For example, a person's status is not fixed on the physical traits like height, beauty, and strength, but it is based on his education, income, profession, skill, and other social traits. Social stratification is universal. The stratification is universal. Wherever human society exists, social stratification exists based on division of labor, profession, income, and other social traits. Then social stratification is ancient. The stratification is in existence since the birth of human society. Stratification is found in nomadic society as well as in modern civilized societies. So social stratification exists in different ways. The social stratification exists in different names in different areas. For example, in ancient Rome, differences were there between plebeians and patricians. Similarly, in India, there were 4 groups: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. So these are the 4 features of stratification. Then major forms of social stratification. Though stratification is present in all the societies of the world, but their forms are not similar. They have differences in the structure and nature. There are 5 major forms of stratification, and they are primitive society, slavery, estate system, Varna system, and caste system. Like this, stratification exists from the ancient world till the digital world. Another concept of this lesson is untouchability, a social evil. During the Vedic period, the Varna system was present in the ancient society. 4 Varna system is a system of social division. It is said that it is based on karma theory. According to this system, there were 4 groups: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. All the people who belong to these 4 groups are expected to perform their respective roles. The 5th group, which were considered as untouchables, were never considered as humans. The practice of untouchability has its beginning in Varna system. The issue of touchable and untouchable is related to the profane and sacred ideas based on inequality in socio-economic areas of life. The British government through its Indian Government Act of 1935, classified the untouchables and tribal people as scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. According to Mahatma Gandhi, untouchability is a heinous expression of caste system. This is a leprosy attached to Hindu skin. Ambedkar's fight to address this issue of untouchability is a notable one. Then problems of untouchability. Untouchables had lowest position in social strata, and untouchables were kept out of education. They were denied of property rights and political rights. Let us see the explanation. The lowest position in the social strata. The untouchables occupy lowest position in the strata of a caste-based society. According to Manusmriti, anyone who touches the untouchables had to undergo purification many times. In Malabar, the untouchables who prepare footwear were barred to using them. According to B. Kuppeswamy, they were assigned the lowest possible position in the caste system. Untouchables were kept out of the education. Untouchables kept out of the education for many centuries. They were not supposed to listen to Veda recitation nor recite them also. They were barred from learning Sanskrit and not supposed to learn about religious texts. They were kept outside the ambit of education. Denial of property rights. The untouchables were not allowed to own any property. Citing the denial such rights in the Dharma Shastras, the untouchables were denied property rights. Denial of political rights. The untouchables were not allowed to participate in political system or administration. But during the rule of British, they got few political rights. After the independence, reservation was brought to effect in electoral constituencies for scheduled tribes and scheduled castes. Legal measures to eradicate untouchability. The Article 17 of the Indian Constitution prohibits untouchability. The Government of India has implemented Untouchability Crime Act in 1955. Civil Rights Protection Act was implemented in 1976, and according to this act, practicing untouchability is a crime. And universal rights to vote and participate in election has been provided. Reservation has been given in the field of education and employment for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. The Act of 1989 has given some specific responsibilities for the government to eradicate untouchability. Like this, the independent India has taken special interest in providing equality to all. With this, lesson is completed. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe the channel and click on bell icon for notification. Keep watching, like and share the channel. Thank you.